How you doing, everybody? It's Virgil. It is Sunday, March the 7th, 2010. So, me and the other critters got left at home alone again this weekend. So I gotta say thanks to Mr. Hill for keeping an eye on us, because Joe and Karen headed down south. They went down to St. Louis. I tell you what, Joe told me every boring detail. It was almost like a Vulcan mind meld or something. I know everything that they did. Every detail. So, anyway, they took off out of here Friday. Went down to St. Louis. Pretty uneventful trip. Down 55, right? Went to Barnes Jewish Hospital where Ed's staying. He's not Jewish, by the way. But, saw him, and he's hanging in there. Okay, you can't go into his room without wearing rubber gloves and a gown, but he's hanging in there. He's up on the 11th floor. Stuck around there till he got tired and wanted to take a nap, so Joe and Karen like, hey, what do we do now? So they got in the car, and they headed towards the Arch. And I gotta tell you, from what Joe told me, St. Louis is a very nice city. Very clean. Very clean city. It's not like up this way right now where there's piles of dirty snow piled up all around the place, and the ponds are defrosted and everything else. There's not, frozen ice. It was nice. Anyway, they went downtown St. Louis. Wanted to grab something to eat because it was getting to be about 2:30, and tried to decide where to eat, and Karen picked out Hooters for whatever reason. And that was fun because we went in there, and there was a basketball tournament going on down there, Arch Madness. It's the Midwest Valley or Midwest Conference, whatever, basketball tournament. And Joe and Karen pretty much shared the entire restaurant with the University of Northern Iowa. Alumni, fans, cheerleaders, everybody wearing their purple and yellow, but it was a good time. So, not much to do about that. They got back to Ed's house in Centralia, Illinois, garden spot of Southern Illinois, and Ed's toilet had backed up. Oh yeah, you can imagine what was on the floor from the toilet that had backed up. So what do? Found out that his plumber's name was Pudge. Tried to get a hold of Pudge. Pudge is retired. This is Friday night. Got a hold of Pudge's assistant, Micro Pudge. I don't know what his name was. Nice guy. He was out first thing Saturday morning. Found the clean out for the drain in front of the house. And cleaned out the drains. Meanwhile, Friday night, Karen took, since the floor scrubber they had, or whatever, floor cleaner, didn't have all the parts to it, had to buy another one, and cleaned up human goo off the floor. So it's not like it was exactly a vacation, alright? So Saturday they got the plumber out, got it cleaned out, was able to flush the toilets. Joe was able to poo. That's very important in his life. Trust me, you got no idea. You could set a clock to his sphincter. And they took off for St. Louis again. That's a good hour and something away. I mean, 60 miles from Route 51 to 64, so it's probably, a good hour and 10 minutes or so away from Centralia, the garden spot of Southern Illinois. Went back over to St. Louis. Saw Ed. And once again, he had to take a nap. So, Joe and Karen took off, and they went and explored the Arch. Very nice. Very nice. Karen had never been there. Joe's been up in the Arch before. Karen didn't want to go up in the Arch. I think she's a girl. Scared of heights, Well, we took the tour, saw the beavers downstairs and the buffalo, and I guess it's officially the Jefferson Westward Expansion Memorial or something. But it's pretty cool. A lot of stuff about American history. Joe just loves that stuff. Just just loves it. So, and the weather was nice. It was 61 degrees, so it was nice to be able to walk around, without a jacket. And then we decided to grab something to eat down at Fridays down there. Went back and had something to eat. Went back to the hospital. Went back. Other than that, not a lot going on, you know. Ed's hanging in there. I can't say he's doing real good, but he's hanging in there. So let's say a little prayer for him. Joe and Karen came home today. There's all sorts of banging going on upstairs. I don't know what that's all about. Joe and Karen came home today. Oh, I got to tell you. When Joe and Karen were in Centralia, they had to buy a carpet scrubber, right? So they go to Walmart. Where else is there to go in Centralia? You know, Walmart's taking over everything. They walk in the front doors, and it smells like cat pee. So I don't know if somebody, you know, decided to play a practical joke and put some doe urine out or something, because, you know, deer hunting's real big down there. But it's exactly what it sounded like. They turned the corner in Walmart, and directly across from the checkout lines are bikinis on display in Centralia. And Joe's like, oh, what is this? You know, it's March, 1st of March in Centralia. Who's going to be wearing this? And if they are wearing it, it's going to be like Orca Fest. You know? Anyway, they get their stuff and get out of there, and Karen cleans the carpets. I really feel sorry for Karen. You know, it's been kind of a rough time for her, and then not only having to go down to see her dad, who's not doing too well, to find out his house isn't doing too well either, because the sewer had backed up. And how does the sewer back up when nobody's home, right? I'm blaming Cousin Jim. I'm thinking he, you know, had a episode. Anyway. So we came back today, Sunday. Or we didn't, but Joe and Karen came back Sunday. I do gotta say, St. Louis is a nice town. It was very clean. I was very impressed with it. Very clean downtown, and all the people seem really nice, especially at Hooters. But, yeah, 800 miles, over 800 miles in one weekend on the old Pontiac. Yeah. So, big trip, big trip. Once again, I want to thank Mr. Hill for taking care of me and other cats and dogs while we were gone. Wouldn't be possible without him. So, anyway, not a whole lot more to talk about. The Olympics were cool. I hope you enjoyed that. The hockey game was cool. Other than that, not a lot going on. Joe's working days these days, which is different. So I don't get to see him too much, you know. And when he is, he's like asleep. It's not like during the day when I get to hang with him and sleep half the day with him. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully things are getting better. You know, I started doing these things at the beginning of the recession a couple of years ago, and things really haven't gotten any better. So let's hope they are. It's a new year. I know I haven't done one of these since the new year. It's a new year. Let's hope everything's better. Everybody be excellent to each other, and we'll catch you next time. It's not like I used to do these every week, so hang in there, and we'll talk to you next time. Be excellent to each other.